Welcome to Make It in Cleveland, the show that's sponsored by the City of Cleveland's Economic Development Department, and the show that spotlights Cleveland entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Cornell Calhoun III, and my guest today is Mr. Peter Chapman of Chapman Auto Services and Buffalo. Peter, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
My pleasure. Yeah. So tell me about the business.
Business is, we're a full service automotive repair shop. We specialize in mufflers, but I shouldn't even say that. We specialize in everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Top of the line, huh?
That's it.
and where are you located at?
Our address is 7816 Broadway Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio. And our zip code is 44105.
And your phone number?
Phone number is 216-341-3600.
How did you come about a location? Because I know locations are so important for a business.
It's a bit of a story.
Well, let's hear it.
I had went to get an oil change and at one of the Rainbow Muffler locations. Subsequently, I found out that the general manager was sick, so I gave him a call to check on him, and he said something in our conversation, "I've got a deal for you." And the next day I received a call from the owners of Rainbow Muffler. And subsequently they were telling me that this Broadway location at 7816 Broadway was available. And the story kind of goes back a little further than that. A couple years back I had did them a favor. Their son had had a brain aneurysm and subsequently makes this miraculous recovery. And so Cleveland Clinic arranges for him to throw out the first pitch at a Cleveland Guardians game. Well, I was in the automotive business at the time selling parts. So I had access to tickets, but I didn't have access for this particular game through the company that I was working with. But lo and behold, I get a text message from the owner of Anchor Industries, which manufacture motor mounts for vehicles. He sends me a text saying he's got 2 tickets for the same night that this family needed. So I forwarded these tickets, and these were some good tickets too, Cal. These were tickets that were behind home plate, parking pass, loaded value, access to the private bar. And then it's just one of those things where you kind of feel like God is, working His hand. Right.
So how did you get into the auto repair business?
I started as a youngster. My father started Chapman's Auto Service in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1946. So I've been handing wrenches, sweeping floors, putting on starters, water pumps, even out in fields, pulling rear ends out of big trucks.
You know what's so interesting about that is that Fort Wayne, Indiana, it just so happened that working out at the YMCA last weekend, a young guy was there. Also a connection, his mother-in-law is at the Cleveland Clinic. That's why he came from Fort Wayne to Cleveland. And I mentioned the Chapman name, and he knew Doc. And he said the Chapmans are icons in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Well, I won't go that far. We're a family. There's a number of my uncles that had their own business. And Doc, let me say it the right way, Uncle Doc.
Okay.
Him and my father actually started off together, and then my uncle ended up opening up his own facility, and then another uncle, my Uncle Link, opened up actually an entertainment center. My Uncle Link was probably the most noted, as everyone, either you roller skated, you bowled, if you wanted to go to the movie theater, and if you wanted a cocktail, and most famously would be the restaurant, where we call that the gathering place.
Gathering place.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you work on the vehicles yourself?
I do, and but I do it more after hours. Right. I do a lot of diagnosing a vehicle, I ride with customers and try and get the feel for what their issues are. Right, but I'm not the heavy guy. Don't expect to come down and see me pulling the engine. I'm not that guy.
That's not you. Huh?
Right, but I will assist with it. Yes.
What do you enjoy most about having your own business, Peter?
Yeah, I enjoy the people. Yeah, I do. Enjoy the people. You get to help. Yeah, and once you can, if you can help someone, help them with their dilemma. Our cars are like our horses were years ago, and so you need it ready to go. And we get that opportunity to greet you, to take care of your needs, or take care of your vehicle's needs, which is also taking care of yours.
What are some of the challenges about being an entrepreneur? A lot of people say, "Hey, I want to go into business by myself. I want to be my own boss." But I mean, there are things that are challenging in that. What are some of those?
The challenge is how do you close your day? How do you leave your work? And it's tough. There's long hours. There's a commitment to it. The biggest thing is enjoy what you're doing. So your challenges are, this is mine. I'm working to take care of this. Make it yours, right? And always pick something. If you're going to go into business, pick something you enjoy, right? So it's not a fight. It becomes a love affair.
And what are some of the priorities that you believe that a business owner should really strive to maintain?
The biggest priority, and I guess I call this number one, do it right. Yes, you do it right, treat people fair, and always welcome someone into your business. Even if it's your website, welcome someone to your website. An online business, everything has a welcome. How do I greet? Make sure you greet everyone properly and treat others as you want to be treated.
And what's next for Chapman Auto Services in Buffalo?
I was thinking about that on the way over here, and how do we duplicate this process we have right now that's seemingly successful? So how do I get 3, 4, 5 locations, to become, to take care of Cleveland properly, right? With our good service. Yes, that's the goal, is to have multiple locations.
And once again, how can people reach you?
You can reach me by either giving me a call, 216-341-3600, or stop by at 7816 Broadway Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio. Yes.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
I'm honored to be here.
And thank you for watching. I'm Cornell Hubert Callum III for TV20. We are Cleveland. Until the next time, be well, be safe.